fancy going. But what lies behind their reluctance to go to school? Is there something more to it? Might it actually be a friendship issue of one sort or another? So we'll talk about that on the programme. And tomorrow, I'm really looking forward to talking to the brilliant American novelist Elizabeth Strout, whose latest...
And soufflé making. Yeah, definitely. She'll be doing soufflé making soon, I'm sure, again. So here we are. Yes, I'm back with the blog in my normal place, having my coffee break. Oh, there we can see it. One big toxic ship. There's 3 out there, but thankfully this one has sort of parked itself really well here. Just had a phone call from my darling wife, who drives all the way to Aberystwyth. And of course, BP, who've just bought up a large quantity of charge points throughout the UK. Isn't that fantastic? They take such an interest in renewable energy. The only thing is they fail to do any work on them. They fail to answer the telephone, and yet they manage to get all these ships all around the world with toxic fuel. So today I thought, well, what is normal? Why is it that we've got... I am President of Australia. I happen to be what are they called? What are these actually things called? They crawl up trees and they've got rather a vicious nature, but they look cuddly. They've got these large claws. A koala bear. He's a koala bear and he's from Australia. Fantastic. He's here in Britain because apparently it was too hot and the bloody trees were burning down there. But anyhow, obviously that's all made up because without saying. Anyhow, normality. What is normal? The Liberal Party. Are they normal? Well, they would be a sort of thing because you've got the sort of in-between approach, which must be normal. Then, of course, we've got socialism. I am Jeremy Clarkson. No, I'm Jeremy Clarkson. Oh, silly Billy me. I am Jeremy, not Thorpe, Jeremy, actually I've genuinely actually forgotten his name. And I am a member of the Labour Party as well. I've got so many Jeremy Cummings. No, it's not Cummings. Jeremy. What's your name? I'm a Teddy. I don't actually talk. I rely on you entirely, you silly old fool. Okay, anyway. Corbyn, that's it. Jeremy Corbyn. So what do you think of my picture, Jeremy Corbyn? Bloody awful. I remember that. Yeah, it's nostalgia. There was this man, right, with a little white dog. I haven't actually quite finished it yet, so... and he used to come down all the time in his huge, great Mercedes-Benz. It was one of those really nice late 60s, early 70s Mercedes-Benz with a sort of V8 engine. He was obviously some kind of retired chairman, and he built the biggest house in the area at the time. His wife died after they built this huge, great house, and he spent his life, the rest of his life, in this rather brown jacket with a tie, walking his rather sort of inbred little pedigree dog down at Aberystwyth. And I used to think, well, is that normal behaviour? Apparently it is. And I think that's the thing about us. We do abnormal things, but as long as it's considered as normal, then that becomes quite normal. So like all these toxic ships and our toxic way of life is absolutely incredibly abnormal. As for war, well, I was going to ask Donald Trump, what do you think, Donald Trump, about giving money to peace activists? I say that's a joke up, isn't it? We give money to war people who are willing to fight for their country, like my splendid country. I would fight for my country if I wasn't busy playing golf. And you know something, fighting is really, really good and should be rewarded. So why is it that most of the military men land up on the streets in America? Well, anyway... they're not working, that's their problem. They need jobs in coal mines and steel industry, which I'm about to do. Do you work, Donald? Really work? I do. I've got lots of people to look after. I'm looking after this right-wing person. Yeah, why is there so many right-wing people all of a sudden? Why is it that the charge points aren't working in Aberystwyth? Why is it that things we don't hear, which are told are normal, like death, war, and how we have to reward people who've just shot a load of people, to be normal? In a normal world, maybe we would actually reward people who are peace-loving and caring and thinking about things, new technologies, new ideas. That would be rewarding, wouldn't it, Greta? Greta, come over here and play. Yes, it would. Oh, she's over there, I can't reach her. What do you think, Boris? Not listening to a word. I'm absolutely riveting happy. I'm just about to become the 3rd most powerful man in the world. I think actually you find you're the 6th or the 5th, actually. I'm not counting that. Anyway, normal. It's normal for me to be in power and to give you lot jobs and then to take the money away. Hey, that reminds me, apparently, right, 180 billion was given to the banks. And the banks came back and said, well, actually, we've given you most of that money back. There was a little bit we haven't, a little bit of loose change, few billion we haven't. Now, what's that? Well, that's a few Trident missiles, isn't it? Really? Well, not even a Trident missile. Well, maybe a Trident missile, should I say. I think they cost 11 billion for a Trident submarine. So let's say a missile or two. And so if they've paid it back, why in the last 10 years have I had no wage increases? My hours, when I first started, was cut. They threw away all the public toilets. Our National Health Service was stripped and asset stripped, and then no funding for the last 10 years has passed. So 11 years have passed. Apparently, the banks had paid it back anyway. So where is the con? Are the banks lying, or who and where the money's been going? And then, when old Jeremy here, Corbyn, got your name right, wants to give 1 trillion to people, he's told there isn't enough money. I'm actually sniffing a bit of a rat here, a bit like why this charge point is so difficult to fix. No, they're not difficult to fix. They're basically a transformer with a computer, both of which are very simple. Well, the computer you just unplug and then put another computer in, and then the transformer. Well, they've been making those for 100 years. And yet that ship there, actually they've been told to go slower ships, haven't they, to save toxic fuel. I won't go into the fact that we were on a very slow ship and they scrapped it because it was too slow, but that was normal. Anyway, basically, yes, the idea is to question this, to raise money, stop being a bin man, start talking, start getting some world leaders. So if you're a world leader, join me, contact me. I know nobody's listening at the moment, nobody's wanting to watch this, because that is normal, and I'm prepared for that. However, I think we've got some golden cards, haven't we? Bird. I've got nobody else to talk to. Oh, but she's got a wonderful trick, though. Ah, there we go. The speechless, the voiceless mass. Okay, anyway, love you all, and, well, me, I love myself, because I'm the only person who actually watches these videos, but I'm sort of practicing, because I'm beginning to think there's room for some new leaders, and they might be from bin people, and they might be from you, and I tell you what, we're not going to be greedy this time, because it's not about money, it's more about technology, and love and peace. Well, I must give myself $1 billion for that. Sure, there's $1 billion spare. Hey, Grippy, is there $1 billion? Where's Grippy? Oh, he's in the bag. Forgot. No, there isn't any money left. I've just spent it all on bloody tea bags. Okay.